everyone. Hope you're all okay today. I'm still feeling bleh, but yeah, I'm cool. I'm alright. I'm having a good day so far. Woke up a bit late today, which is unusual at the moment. Well, mind you saying that, my sleep pattern's been out the window. Sleeping all day, and actually because of this chest infection and flu that I've had, or still have, I was quite shocked how much sleep I got. Yeah, some strange dreams as well. Whether that was fever inflicted or what, I don't know. But yeah, some weird dreams. Hello, Saphi. No, you can't have any treats. I'm going to do some positivity cards when the cat gets out of the way. Give me a puss, hey? Come say hello. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I had a bit of an epiphany in the bath last night. I did post the video up eventually because I recorded it on my new phone, but my new phone hasn't got my login details for YouTube for some reason, even though I transferred everything over from my old phone. So I don't know what was going on with that, so I've had to transfer it over via Bluetooth onto my PC and then upload it that way. So I couldn't send it in the moment, unfortunately. I had to do it this morning. Yeah, had an epiphany, and hopefully we shall see if it's actually the reason why I procrastinate and hate maths. I don't know, we shall see. I've not had the urge to pick up the book yet or to do any sort of study whatsoever at the moment, but I'm just going with the flow. You know, things will work out in the end, whether I pass my exams this year, this year, or if I have to resit them in November. I'll get there in the end, you know, slowly but surely. That's me, that's always been me. When I set my mind to something, I tend to reach that goal. So, and I've proven to myself over and over and again that, yeah, I can reach my goals. Where there's a will, there's a way, as they say. But yeah, right, Mog, are you going to get down while I go and do these cards, please? Come on. Come on, out the way. Come on. Oh, she's being stubborn. You want to pick the card? Go on then. You're going to pick it? Which one? Go on, that one out. Put that bottom one there. Right. My possibilities are endless. You can't pick that one. Thank you, Saphi. Nice getting down. Go on. Yes, that's the one you picked. You happy with that? Cool. Yes. My possibilities are endless. Like I was just saying, actually, everybody's got possibilities of doing anything and everything. But you do have to put your mind to it and, you know, focus on what you want out of life. But then go with the flow, you know. If you don't feel like doing something one day, don't worry about it. It's okay. You know, the world's not going to stop. It's going to keep going. But, you know, you need that time out to do the things that you like to do. And that goes back to the happiness again, doesn't it? You know, we're always forced into thinking that we have to do this, we have to do that, we have to get so much done in one day, and, you know, have lists and lists and lists and goals, set targets, this, that and the other. You know, one day at a time. You can only live one day or in this moment, so enjoy this moment while you're in it. Don't worry about what's happening in the future. You've got no control over that whatsoever. All you can do is set the intentions. Set the intentions to, right, today I'm going to do something. What am I going to do? Let's see where the day takes me. I mean, obviously, like, if you do have a 9-to-5 job, then, you know, you do have to go to work and earn the money to pay the rent and things like that, you know. I'm not saying don't do that, you know, you've got to live. But, you know, in the time that you've got to yourself, you know, just go with the flow, do what you want to do. Don't feel pressured into doing other things that people want you to do. Yeah, and setting your mind to stuff, you know, that I never thought I'd actually go back to college and start having a life, you know, but I set the intentions there that this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to heal. I wanted to get into a routine. I wanted to get creative again. I wanted to go outside more. I wanted to do, be adventurous more, make more friends and, make the connections, start a YouTube channel, spread my wisdom. And so far, I've hit every goal that I put my mind to. I've got it, and it's just proof to myself as well as other people that if you do go down the right ways, you can change your life. You can change the way you think. You can change your experiences of what life brings to you. Because if you're always focused on negative people, that's all you see around you, and you tend to get drawn in by them. I have myself this past year, but it has been a massive learning curve for me. People I shouldn't have let back in my life, I've let back in my life. But yeah, I have learned massive lessons from it in this last year, and I am very grateful for it. So there was a reason, as long as we are learning those lessons and moving forward, we will get what we want. My possibilities are endless now. I'm not bogged down in my head anymore. I'm not constantly worrying about pointless stuff. So much pointless stuff. I can't even switch my brain into that mode anymore. It's gone. And I'm so glad. But you do have to practice every single day. You have to make a conscious effort that when your brain's spiraling out of control, all these thoughts and past experiences and worries about the future and fears of what's going to happen in the next 10 minutes, you have to go, all right, okay, right, something's triggered me into this. I mean, if you don't want to go down that road and figure out what it is, then just calm the head down. Recognise that your head's gone off one-to-one. Gone off onto to its own little like it does. Recognise that and go, right, okay, shh, quiet. And your brain will, after a certain amount of time, it will get used to just, when brain gets triggered, it will just go, okay, it's fine. And I used to have so many intrusive thoughts. Oh look, there's a man over there. He's up doing something with the telephone lines. Sorry. Distraction. Oh, shiny, yeah. I do get easily distracted by things. That's so cool. Sorry. Back to this. I forgot what I was going on about now. But yeah, possibilities are endless. I've got so many aspirations that I wanted to do when I was growing up that I was never allowed to do. Never encouraged to do. I mean, my dad, he encouraged me to do a lot of things on the artistic things and, follow my own sort of, you can do anything as good as a man, Kaz. You've got no sort of like qualms with that. Go up that tree and get me walking stick down because I've just chucked it up to get some conkers down for you and it's stuck. That's what my dad was like. Even though my uncle was older and he was there, he could have climbed the tree, but no, Kaz, come on, get out of that tree, go on. I did get stuck, but I did get down in the end, but yeah, it was cool. And I like that, and even my ex-father-in-law, bless his soul, he's up there somewhere as well, he taught me a lot on the boats, about my own sort of abilities, what I could do, just as a person, as a human being. I mean, I remember having to jump off the bow of the boat onto these, sorry, nearly knocking my drink over. There's like buoys in the middle of the river, and they're like metal barrels, you get these, oh god, these massive sort of like fuel barrels, something like that. God knows what was keeping it up. But I'd jump on it, it wouldn't move. But it was only sort of like about 4 foot wide by about 3 foot wide, and that's the space that I had. 4 foot long by 4 foot wide, or 3 foot wide or something. Yeah, not much space to jump down off a boat with the rope tight round the little loop the big loop that was there, then climb back up on the boat, and then run around, tie it back up, all while he's manoeuvring, trying to keep everything in position. I never thought in a million years I'd do that. And the day I slipped, oh God, there was just one very near miss of me falling in the water in the 10 years that I was doing the job. And it was such a simple manoeuvre for me to do with the ropes, just to get off the boat, just to tie the boat up. It was me and him, we'd gone over to get some fuel. And it was a really high tide, so all I had to do, literally, the boat was there, the key was there, and all I had to do was step over. And I'd gone to step over, so 1 foot off, ready to go, put it onto the key, and the one that was on the boat slipped. So I went straight in between the boat and the key. Luckily, I had hold of the rope still. So grabbed hold of that and pulled myself back up the side of the boat, and obviously my ex-stepfather, he'd put the boat in reverse because he didn't want me squashed in between the key and the side of the boat, because there was all sorts of things down there. Big sharp bits of wood sticking out from the quayside where something's crashed into it, splintered it and things like that, So it was a very dangerous situation. And the next thing you know, he sees me climbing up upside the boat, come on then, let's go tie up. I jumped off, tied up, and it was like, you nearly gave me a fucking heart attack then, Kaz. And he says, there was a load of fishermen over there in their boats, so they was all, thinking the same thing, but fucking hell, Kaz, you managed to get yourself back up. And those sorts of things I never thought I'd be able to do in my life. But until you're put into that circumstance, you just don't know what you could do. That's one of my good memories. I know it was like a moment, but it was. But yeah, the possibilities are endless. Yeah, you just got to make the best of what you have, and if you haven't got it, try and go get it, because you're well within your rights to go and get what you want, within reason, as long as it's not causing harm, loss, or distress to anybody else, the laws of the land and the laws of the universe, really. You will receive what you set out for, and it's all about the positive intentions of you living day by day as you want to, I'm quite lucky, I say I'm lucky. I've been on benefits. It's not a nice situation, especially up until only about 2 or 3 years ago. A certain benefit that I was on, I was struggling very hard, but I couldn't work. I couldn't hold a job down. My mental health was bad, and I have back problems as well. I mean, it was more to do with my mental health. The reason why I couldn't work, I just couldn't focus, I just couldn't concentrate, because my head was in bits, basically. I didn't know how to function. How can I keep a job down when I can't even focus on my own fucking daily tasks, never mind a job with that. The reason I lost my tattooing business was because of my back. I couldn't sit there for hours and hours and tattoo people, but I didn't know at the time that I'd worn away part of my spine. So I found that out sort of like about 10 years later. So. But it's amazing what you can do and what you put your mind to. And I do have a bit more chance to do what I want to do, because now my back's been recognised that I do have back problems. My mental health's still not been sort of recognised as something that can stop my life, that can stop. I can't understand that really. They have questions about your mental health and how it affects you, but they don't take that into consideration when they're assessing you for a disability, which it really is stupid. I've not been able to leave my house, just purely because of my mental health. How's that not a disability? How's that not affecting my life? How's that not an illness that's stopping me from going out and doing the things that I want to do? But that didn't get recognised. But that's the English benefit system. You know, it takes people of for a hell of a long time to actually receive the benefits, and I know they do it on purpose. I did work for them for a little while, doing the job searches, but you get trained in all aspects of I suppose, what is it, the Department of Work and Pensions, I suppose. I worked for Job Centre Plus, the Job Centre, for a little while. I hated it, absolutely hated that job. But yeah, I got a few insights into that. They are very biased, what the system was when I was working there. And you get told that people get knocked back for benefits even though they deserved them at least 3 times. And it's to deter the benefit frauds. But then there's people that desperately need that money, that deserve that money, that will give up on the first go. You know, they get told that they're not allowed this money, so they think they're not allowed this money that they're, 100% entitled to. So they don't bother. They don't bother again. And that really is horrible. It really is horrible. But you have to beg. You have to prove at least another 2 times that, yeah, I do have these problems and I need this money. I am entitled to this money. You get made out that you're a liar. And I do understand that there is the benefit frauds that will go and claim whatever they can, pretending that they've got these problems, that problems and whatnot, which makes it harder for everybody else, especially us that need it, desperately need it. So yeah, I've got to the point now where my back's been recognised as, yeah, you've got a disability, so you do need extra help. Excuse me. So my life's got a bit easier now, you know, I can go and do things whenever I want to, really, you know, and yeah, just going camping with mates, yeah, come on, yeah, we can go do this, yeah, let's go and have some fun. Going to Greenfields, you know, going to a festival, going out for drinks, going out for a meal, you know, these are things I can do for a long time. Yeah, it's a lot easier for me to just go with the flow, and I know not everybody can do that. I mean, I've got the college, but that's only 2 days, well, 3 days a week now. But yeah, you know, go with the flow. But it doesn't matter if I don't actually pass this year. I can always try again next year. You know, it's not something that I'm tied down to or bound by, or I should feel anxiety for, or anything like that. I'm actually excited. You know, I'm excited to go to college and see people that I know and interact with the world where I've been shut away for such a long time. Having to think I needed to protect myself, but I don't. You know. It's nice. It's nice to it's isolated for such a long time. It is nice to get out and enjoy the world again, because I never used to be in when I was growing up. Obviously for the reasons of I didn't really want to be around a lot of the family members because I was getting abused. So I spent most of my time around my friends and out on my own. Even, you know, if my friends weren't around, I'd just go for a walk. You know, walk everywhere and just bumble around. But yeah, possibilities are endless. They really are. When you put your mind to stuff, especially when your brain shuts down and you don't think that there is any possibilities, that's where you need that hope that your life can change, and it can change. I'm there. I'm proof. If you ever wanted bigger proof, I am that person. You know, you're not going to find bigger proof than me that you can change from acting on suicidal thoughts, thinking that there's no life for you at all. You can actually change yourself mentally and give yourself the life you want physically. You know, my brain focuses on so many different good things now. It's not focused on doom and gloom and wanting to kill myself. And that just in itself is amazing. Yeah, that in itself is a miracle. In my eyes, anyway. A modern day one, what they'd say. Yeah, I've healed myself through the help of other things and a lot of introspection and finding things out for myself. Because you can get diagnosed with these things. It's like emotional unstable personality disorder. They call it borderline personality disorder. Now, from what I gather, there is a lot of narcissistic tendencies in borderline personality disorder. The anger side, I don't know. I can't go into it because I don't really know. It's just not who I am. So yeah, I was diagnosed with something, but through my own research and relating to the certain aspects of different personality disorders, I gained the insight into, no, well, this isn't what I've got, but this is what I might have. I sort of like, well, I do branch on quite a few different things, which mental health does. It's not just one specific personality disorder. There's all sorts of different things that are linked in on different disorders, but they are usually generally the same sort of things. I know we're all individuals, but there is, through the mental health side of things, certain patterns that you can pick out on certain personalities. It's a big spectrum, as they say. Like the light spectrum goes from red to blue or to white or whatever it is. Yeah, infrared to the rest of it, ultraviolet. Yeah, it is a big spectrum when it comes to mental health, or just anybody's brain function, really, because everybody's got some sort of disorder, personality traits, or it's a wide range. Just so much that it goes into it. My mind just goes, wee. It wants to go off into all different things, but it can't because it knows it's just too wide, and it's like the universe. It just goes on and on and on. There's so many different webs all interweaved into aspects of mental health. Society and the way we learn is definitely a big thing for people's mental state. And it goes back to the emotional manipulation again, doesn't it? So that's how it all links in together. And if you're wondering how to work something out when it comes to your mental health, it does go down to a lot of different aspects, and in the end they are individual to you, to who you are, your own life experiences. Only your eyes and your brain knows what you've been through, what it's seen, and what it's heard, what it's had to focus on, how it's been taught. Only you know that. Nobody else can tell you that. And trust what you know. If you know a fact that something went on and you was taught this, that and the other, you know for a fact that you was. So when somebody says, oh no, I didn't do this, or this didn't happen, start to question it, maybe it did. So what would happen if it did? You're saying it didn't, but I think it did. Alright, well, I'm going to go down the road that I think it did. Because I've been down the road where you told me it didn't, and that has not worked, so let's try it my way for a change. My way of thinking, let's see. And when I did that, I ended up fucking healing, finding out a lot of facts, a lot of truths, putting a lot of wrongs right. Even though people won't admit these things, I know what went on. I fucking know. They can tell me no all they want. I've got that memory in my head, and it's the same memory over and over again. The facts don't change. A truth will never change. A lie always will. Excuse me. Right, I think it's time to end this because my throat's just about to go. And I need a drink. So yeah, thank you very much for watching my videos and commenting. All your wonderful comments. I think your name's Western Goddess. That little comment that you put on that video is absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much. It's nice to be seen. Oh god, my throat's going again. So, yes. Remember, your possibilities are endless, just like mine. Okay? You take care. Love you lots. Bye bye.